hard to see it on here, but the flames are looking at that building, and it's about they're about halfway up the building. Now it's hard to see the building from the smoke. Pity, but the flames are to the right side of the building, and the whole right side of the building has got bright orange flames on coming out of it. So it's quite clear now that it is the building on fire and not. Wow, there's a huge flame just coming, and it's not behind it, which so it must have started low down and on the side facing away from me, but the right side of the building is on fire, and this is going to be really big news in Bangkok. There's a huge fire. It's the biggest fire I've seen ever in 7 years, because we're talking about an entire, wow, it's a huge fire, a condominium, talking about an entire condominium going up in smoke, not some small building. This is, and I'd hate to think, but I can't imagine some people getting out. That's just got to be an absolute nightmare for anyone stuck in that office. We're looking at 6 o'clock at night, so the fire started probably just before 6, and means there obviously would be people in the building. Hopefully a lot had left at 5:30. But because the fire started down low, I mean, it's going to be hard to have known where to get out. So obviously this news will come out soon, but more surprisingly almost is there's no signs of any sounds of any sirens anymore. Usually in Bangkok, when there is a fire and there's this crazy sound of sirens, it seems like every fire truck in the whole area wants to get there and either take credit for it or whatever. They always have their sirens blazing away. Bad choice of words there. But yeah, there's complete silence. It's like it's so devastating. It's just I mean, this fire is huge. The building, I estimate, would be 30 stories, and you're looking at flames that are halfway up that, and they're coming out wider and wider. I mean, you're actually getting orange flame breaking away from the main body of flame and then rising up to the top of the building. So it's almost like the flame's jumping up stories, and I can see the flame, yeah, sort of as it licks up the building, about 5 floors, just in one sort of lick of flame, if you like. So that is absolutely racing through that building. So I've never seen anything like this, not this much. There was a fire recently in Asok. There was another fire in Sukhumvit 22. There was a hotel. One was a small office building in Asok. Was a small office building. It's probably 15 stories high, but only about 4 of the floors were on fire. Whereas this is a tall building, and it looks like the whole building is going to be engulfed. How it got started is obviously yet to come out, but it seems very odd that a fire like that could start in what looks like a nothing building in terms of reasons for fire. If it was a condominium and there was cooking and things like that, but it looks like an office building. So, hazard a guess, totally a guess, electrical fault, but we'll find out. And those flames now, some of them, they're going up to 3/4 of the height of the building, and in fact the building's getting hard to see. from the smoke and the fire. Obviously it's getting dark, but that smoke is covering the whole building now, so that is just unreal, because it looks like the flames that are licking out from the bottom have actually caught and taken hold from like a halfway point and continued then with the fire to burn the rest of the building. So it looks like those flames have really raced through the floors and actually jumped floors, because they've been going out the side, licking up the building and then catching fire further up. So early on there was no sign of any flames at all, and now very, very evident and clear, and quite scary, because here I am taking pictures or video from a tall condominium on the 19th floor. It's a 20-floor condominium, and you can see how once it gets hold of the building that if you were stuck up top, unless you got a helicopter to get away, you're gone. Looking at the size of those flames, if you were floors up, there is just no way you could go past that flame. You're literally just going down into hell, with hell rising up at you. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't seen any helicopters racing out to the top of that to try and evacuate people. Hard to believe that there would be no one trapped. I hope not, of course, but that looks like an office type building. Why there isn't more sort of obvious fire sirens activity, helicopters, even like they do like in Australia, a helicopter filled with water, just race there and dump it on top, even if that was to buy time for people. But it's very quiet and just no sense of any activity at all, which is just, yeah, dumbfounding. So yeah, it's amazing just to be filming it. I mean, you'll see it as not that exciting from the video, but I mean, I'm getting such a better view, and just, you know, you can almost feel for what's going on over there. I mean, it only take about 20-25 minutes to get over there, and as you know, because I can look at it as a fly, as a crow would fly, then it just doesn't seem very far away at all. You can now see two lit up with the green light at the top and back. And Bayok Tower 2 is over by the Central World area, not that far from Ratchaprasong and that type of spot. We've got Central World, Pratunam, and then down to Chidlom. So that Bayok Tower with the light, that's kind of the infamous now, rather than just famous, Ratchaprasong vicinity. So this building would look to be around 4 kilometres away from that, maybe 3, heading north. So I'm not sure what building it is exactly. It's not near the BTS line, because that runs further to the east as it heads east and north. So it's Raman 9 would be to the left of that building, so I'm not sure what road's near that, but anyway, have to watch the news and see. Signing off once again.